Good morning all. Well, this week I've been working on my recirculating shower. I've had to put in a water tank, which is pretty much the same as what I've done with all the other water tanks. I'll link a description to the episode below where I did the water tanks, because basically it's the same. I'm doing the same process. I'll show you quickly. I'm still painting the brackets at the moment. I'm waiting for them to dry, and the water tank, I'll show you the water tank. I'll get on the computer and show you the design I've got. I've got a schematics of it so you can see what we're doing. Now, the recirculating shower is a completely separate unit to all the rest of the water. It has its own tank, it has its own water filler, it has its own water filtration system. It's also got its own UV filter as well. So it's all completely separate from the rest of the plumbing, fresh water, grey water, black water. So I'll show you that on the schematics, and then by Saturday I should have it all in with the plumbing that is needed underneath the floor. And then once we get to the stage where the floor's done and I start work on the shower, I'll show you the plumbing for above the floor as well. So that's what I've been working on this week, and hopefully by Saturday the tanks will be in and the underfloor plumbing will be done, which once that's done then we can kick on and do the floor. Hallelujah, it's taken a while, but we're nearly there and have the floor down hopefully next week. So fingers crossed, that's what we're doing. Anyway, I'll show you the water tank, I'll show you the brackets, and then Saturday I'll show you the rest of it from there. So anyway guys, I hope your build's going well. I hope you're having a good week. And for now, I'll sign off and get to work. Okay guys, see ya. Now this is the water tank. This is just a 54 litre water tank. I just got this one off Outback Equipment in Queensland. It came with the 3 outlets. They're all 19mm or 3/4 of an inch. I've added the inch or 25mm for the waste from the shower back into the tank, and also I've got a 40mm or 1.5 inch outlet which will be for emptying the tank, and that will go out through the macerator pump and get pumped outside. I've also put the adhesive foam on there, and as you can see, if I get out of the sun, the brackets that I'm using are all being painted. They've all had the second coat on the top. I've got to flip them around and just do the one edge that's left for 2 coats, and then I can install it. And we're using the same sort of threaded rod to put on there, and I'm also going to put a bit of this around the front end of the tank as well to stop it moving. And eventually, as with all of them, I'll have a bit of plywood which will be painted like this and put it under the tank. And these are plywood painted are all the subfloors, so they're all ready to go. Just waiting for this final tank and plumbing to go in. So we're getting there slowly. Alright guys, here's the schematics of recirculating shower. Now this system is completely separate from the rest of the water system within the bus. It'll have its own water filler and breathing vent over on the back of the bus, which the filler will go down to the tank and the breather will go down to the tank as well. There will also be a outlet on the tank which will allow us to empty the water each time we get to a fill station or a dump station. The actual tank water won't be in there probably more than a week or 2, and it'll go out via the macerating pump. From there there'll be an outlet to the pump, so there will be a shut-off valve so we can work on the pump system if we need to clean out the spin down filter which will be here. That'll take any larger particles before it gets to the pump. This pump will then pump through the filtration system. There'll be also a shut-off valve here too as well, so we can empty and clean the filtration system as well. This will be a 3-stage filtration. It'll be a 20 micron, a 10 micron and a 5 micron carbon filter.
it will then go up through the UV filter, which will knock off a lot of the bacteria that will be in the water, which won't be a lot. I mean, it's only going to be soapy water really. From there, it'll go off to a T-joint. One will go up to the hot water system and the other one will go just as a cold. Now, the hot water system will be is able to control the temperature as well. So even though the water will probably be warm coming back in, if it needs to be hotter, it'll be heated up by the water heater. If not, it'll just fire through to the shower. We'll use the shower. It'll come down through the HEPVO and then back into the tank. Now this is a one-way filter, which it'll stop any of the smells coming back and also any of the water coming back if it for some reason wants to backflow up into there, but it shouldn't do. And then it just recirculates and does it all again. So this allows us to have basically unlimited amount of showers and unlimited amount of time in the shower, because it's not taking any of our normal water from our freshwater tank. It's just recirculating the same shower water for 5 to 10 days at the most. So this is what we're going to use. I've seen this on a number of builds that have happened in the US. I haven't seen it in Australia as yet. It may be out there, but I just haven't found a video that does it at the moment. So this is what we're doing. There may be a couple of tweaks along the way, but this is what we're planning to do. So hopefully within the next 3 or 4 weeks, this should be up and running. We should have all this done with the underplumbing already done. We've just got to get the floor down and then we can start working on this filtration system and the shower itself and the toilet, but the toilet's on a different system to this anyway. So that's what it'll look like, guys. If you want a copy of this, just let me know and I can send it through to you if you think you want to do something like this. And I'll give you a rundown once we've got it up and running how it works. Alright guys, let's get back into the video.
G'day guys, my video is going to be late this week. It'll come out tomorrow on Monday night rather than Sunday night. This has been just a little fiddly today. Made all the brackets up and got it all right. It'll be the same as in episode, not sure what it is, but when I installed the tanks in that episode, I've put them together exactly the same way. So if you want to have a look at that episode, I'll link it down below because I've done exactly the same thing. The only extra thing I've done is added a little bit of bracing around the chassis here, just for a little bit extra support. Got it all in, got the pipes all in, everything's fine. You can see it here. I was fitting the last pipe, the biggest one of course, the 40mm one, and I had it all connected and glued up. Anyway, it decided it didn't like the connection and it snapped off. So I'm going to have to source a bit better glue for it, because obviously it didn't work. But as you can see underneath, it's exactly the same as the other water tanks. So this tank here is for the recirculating shower. So that's wholly and solely for the shower, nothing else. This will get filtered through the filter system, which will be coming in the next couple of weeks, and I'll put that together because the shower and the toilet are going to be the first things that will be done. So that will be done once I've got that, and the shower and the toilet will be up and running. It'll probably be a few weeks away for that now that I've got to sort this out. Once I sort this out, I can then start on the floor now. Oh, the other thing I've got to do is, with all my connections, the ones that are running water and waste through it, I'm going to fill them up. So I'll put the hose in and make sure there's no leaks anywhere along the hoses, and also the tanks to make sure there's no leaks in the tank. There shouldn't be any leaks in the tanks, but I'll just check where I've got the sensors make sure they're alright, but other than that there shouldn't be any leaks. So sorry about the late video this week, but I've also got a big surprise. Hopefully we'll find out for sure whether it's happening tomorrow or the next day, and then we've got some exciting news which will be a couple of weeks away, but something to look forward to anyway. Alright guys, well, have a good week. Hopefully next video after this one goes out, the floor will be down, which will be very nice. But anyway guys, have a great week and we'll talk to you later. Oh, don't forget to subscribe and like the videos, and leave any comments or feedbacks, that'd be great. And I'll talk to you next week. Alright guys, see ya.